Hello guys, welcome. We will be starting with the climatology basics in this lecture. Earlier we have covered one lecture on geomorphology about the basics, what is geomorphology and what are things are included in geomorphology. Now today we are going to study the climatology and what all things are covered inside the climatology. So in this way we will move in a subsequent manner how topics are aligned. So let's start. What is climatology? First of all, is a science which deals with the study of atmosphere component and characteristics is called meteorology and climatology. So it is a science in which various components of the air, weather, pressure, temperature, everything are related, and to find out the relation between this is called meteorology and climatology, and came out with a conclusion. When in climatology we come across the concept of weather and climate. What is weather? Weather is some total of atmospheric condition. That means what is happening at the particular time. Like if you're sitting right now, what is the weather outside? We will call it as a weather at particular time. So temperature, pressure, direction of speed of the wind, humidity, cloudiness, precipitation, visual visibility, etc. of a particular time at a given time. So it's an everyday expenditure. Everyday experience is the short-term variation of atmospheric condition. While on the other side, climate is the same as weather, but it is for over a longer period of time, say 30 to 35 years. That means if we take average of the weather, we come to a conclusion for climate. So climate is a particular type of atmosphere at a particular location which remains constant for hundreds of years. So that's why this is a basic difference between climate and weather. While studying climate, emphasis is laid on the average weather over a long time. So it's an average weather which is called climate. It's also said that climate is an integration of weather and weather is a differentiation of climate. If you have studied maths, then you will become to know that climate, if you want to find out climate, you just integrate weather. And if you want to find out weather, then you just differentiate climate. Now we come to the concept of meteorology. What is meteorology? It is science of weather. It is derived from a word called meteorologia. There is study of heavenly phenomena, things in the air. But like whatever is present in the air now, but present day it deals with the atmosphere and atmospheric conditions. So what is the atmosphere? What is the atmospheric condition? Atmospheric parameters, especially weather and weather forecast. So nowadays we usually use meteorological data for weather forecasting in order to predict whether the cyclone will be there, whether rain will be there or not. So on the basis of this information, data collected from different meteorological station. Now we come to about the subdivision of meteorology. Meteorology is divided into various subdivisions. First is aerology, that is study of structure of atmosphere, like above the surface of the earth, what type of layers are there, like thermosphere, troposphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, exosphere. So it is concerned with the layers of atmosphere. So and the second subdivision is dynamics or theoretical meteorology. So it's a study of motion of atmosphere, like how the air is moving, how its physical variables are varying, physical variables like pressure, temperature, velocity, etc. So this is dynamics meteorology. Now the third one is physical meteorology. So it's a study of physical atmosphere phenomena of which electrical, optical and thermodynamic process. So here we go into a deeper technical side of meteorology, in which we study about the optical phenomena of the atmosphere, thermodynamics, how temperature is changing and what parameters are changing, processes. There is working force in the atmosphere, like what are the force that are working on atmosphere. And we come to the one of the most important meteorological subdivision, that is synoptic meteorology. So is a condition over a large area, meteorological condition over large areas. Like if we consider air masses, so air masses rising along the mountain slope may result in a heavy snowfall. Local weather condition can be predicted by synoptic forecasting. Synoptic chart, have you have a whenever you have opened a book of geography, you have seen that there are some round circle contours lines are there, so these are called synoptic charts. So based on these, the study of synoptic charts, the geographer or meteorological come to the conclusion about the type of weather, climate, whether it is going to rain or not, how the weather or air is moving in the earth's surface. And the fifth subdivision is aeronautical meteorology, which is generally related with the aviation, like which is mainly taught in the when you are going for airplane, where so mainly for the aeronautics division it is used. Now we come to the basic definition of climatology. There is a science of climate seek to study the physical state of atmosphere over a specific region during a specific period. That means it's a climate which is there at a specific region. It can be India, it can be world, it can be Nepal, it can be Bhutan, it can be anywhere in the world over a specific region during a specific period. They have a time frame for that. So the study of a particular area in a particular time frame is called climatology. The aim of climatology is to discover, explain, and explore for the benefit of man the normal behavior of atmospheric phenomena, bearing in mind the irregularity in the atmospheric behaviors. A subdivision of the climatology. What are the subdivisions in the climatology? First one is the physical geography. It explains the climate at the surface of the earth, immediately above the earth's surface. That means it is usually deal with troposphere and stratosphere. So since the surface is modified by the human activities like agriculture, industries, pollution, and as such urban climatology, that is the climatology of the urban areas, how urban areas affect the climatology and made any significant changes in the basic environment condition of that place. So it assumes the greatest importance and a major component of physical climatology. Then we have a dynamic climatology, which deals with the movements of the atmosphere. So dynamic climatology deals like the basic movement of the atmosphere. There is major contribution in study of increasing greenhouse gases, like how greenhouse gases are distributed by the air. Greenhouse conditions are distributed by the air in various part of the world, like North Pole and South Pole. So role of mountains. So how mountain act as a barrier and hinder the flow of air, which causes the rain or snowfall. Then again we came to the synoptic climatology. Use the concept of synoptic climatology use the concept of physical climatology and dynamic climatology to derive its chief tool, synoptic chart. So synoptic climatology use the data of physical climatology and dynamic climatology in order to derive data to make synoptic chart. So different circulation result in different climates. El Nino is the basic examples of this hemispherical climatology studies in the recent past. Then we have regional climatology, that is a study of type of distribution pattern and character features of the world climate. How various climatic regions are there in various part of the world. Some is the desert region, some other tropical region, some other temperate, some are tundra region. So how, what is the reason behind all these kind of varied patterns of the vegetation, and now this all depends on the regional climatology and what are the weather patterns over there. So it is further divided into macroclimate region, mesoclimate region, microclimate region. These are all we are going to study in the further lectures. But some of the three pioneer who classified the world climate are Köppen, Thornbreit, and Trivarta. This is we are going to study even in our geography paper 1 and geography paper 2, since this is a topic in both the papers. Then we come to the fifth division, that is applied climatology. What is applied climatology? So we use all the previous information that we have seen before and make it of a model or applied in a real world. Seek to apply the climate knowledge for solving various problems faced by the human society like pollution, global warming, climate change, interaction between climate and biosphere, influence of climate on plants, animals, and man. So applied climatology is initiating the interdisciplinary research. So it integrates various fields in order to come out with a particular solution or reasoning. So now we are going to study what is the significance of studying of the climatology. First of all, agriculture is directly dependent on the climate. Since most of the parts of the world are rain-fed, rather which depends on the rain. So the rain usually depends on climate. Determine the energy requirement, both conventional and non-conventional. Non-conventional resource depends on sunshine and the speed of the wind, which further depends on the type of climate, whether it is windy will be there or not. Then third one is availability of water is dependent on the type of climate experienced by particular region. Timely forecast came save people from the situation like cyclone, flood, and drought. So these are, so here we use our satellite imagery for this application. Safeguard against environmental degradation. It works us from the actual potential danger. It warns us from the actual potential danger caused by air pollution, global warming. So we have developed various tools which uh, co- uh, collate the data of the climate in order to give a exact conclusion about the various type of pollution, global warming is there or not, and reports are published based on these data. Significant role in selection of the site and designing of the building. So the designing of building also take care is taken by what kind of climate is there, how to align a building, in which direction we have to align, field of health, what kind of atmosphere is there, if it is a humid and moist atmosphere, is a humidity in there, so it will be a very disease prone area. If it is an arid region, it will be less disease prone. Forests are also dependent upon the type of the climate. So now we come to the end of this chapter. Please subscribe to the study IES exam and stay tuned for the next lecture. Thank you.